Hey gang, I think I'm live streaming. I don't know what's going on the screen here. I think there's some kind of a delay. But anyway, I am, can't hear me. Hey gang. Oh, there I am. I'm live streaming. So I think what I'll do is let me close this. I don't know what's going on or mute this. I think there's some kind of a delay. But anyway. Okay. Oh my gosh, I finally figured it out. I've been trying to figure it out like all last week. I was sitting there trying to figure it out, and I thought I was working on this little book. Excuse me, my allergies are really bad. Anyway, I'm working on this little book that I started just off and on. I've been working on it. Ugh, I got pigment ink all over my hand. This is not going to be like very professional, let me tell you right now. Okay, so I saw this somewhere on YouTube, somewhere, and if I can remember I think it's called a flip book. And I just saw some pictures somewhere of these things, and it reminded me a lot of books that I used to make way back when. So I thought I would make one with some of these Project Life cards that I bought, maybe a year ago. And they've just been kind of sitting around. And, you know, after going through that sort of really awful winter of mine with 2 surgeries, I thought, here comes spring, and it would be a really kind of nice thing to do if you know what I mean. Anyway, it's going to be my usual goofy self, I think. Okay, so I started by using washi tape to bind these cards, and I'm going to show you how I did that in just a second. It's pretty simple. And I also used some die-cut flowers and did some writing. And being somewhere is more important than getting somewhere. That was a card from Flow. I really love that magazine. I started to try to write. I'm practicing my calligraphy. Not going real well. Well, you know what? It is actually going real well. I should back that up because back up the bus, people. It is going well. Let me see. I have pretty good handwriting to begin with. I've worked on my handwriting a lot. Went to Catholic school too, so I got this book a few weeks ago, or maybe it was a few months ago. I forget. This book was recommended, and also these pens, which I'll try to link below. I think they're from Jet Pens. They probably are, and they're brush pens. But they're small scale brush pens, and one is soft and one is hard. And so I have been going through this book, which I think is really kind of good. Now it says here in the beginning, it's talking about using a pen, I forget, a parallel pen or something. I forget what. I just sort of ignored the kind of pen that they were talking about and went straight to practicing. And it is getting better. It's a very zen thing to do. You really it's just you and that pen and that white paper. And I'm really digging it. I've sort of touched on it before, but I think I've been practicing just about every night. And I really like these 2 pens. And of course, they're all in Japanese, so I can't tell you what they're called. But I'll look it up and tell you. And while I'm on the subject, which this is going to be my flighty little test stream here. So anybody who joins me, I don't think there's anybody here yet, but if you do come, hold on to your judgments, people. So this is that book I made, and I will link it. I'll link it. It's a 5-hole pamphlet, and I made it like last summer, I think. And it was my take on Midori travel journal, and I've been going through this book and practicing wherever there's a spare space. It's just probably my doodle book. And I've also done some grabbing of journal prompts from the Reset Girl. And I'm really liking this book. I'm really enjoying this. Anywho, the thing I want, and here is an actual Midori Traveler's Notebook. I did a video. I'll try to link all this stuff. And see, you can see it's a little bit bigger. And in the, I'm dying for a Midori, but they're kind of expensive. That you grab the leather cover and then rubber band these books into it. So what I just did was I just rubber banded these two books together. So it's the Poor Woman's Midori, and I just started just drawing in it. So, and thought I would make some tall flowers, and that was fun. Or just some flower compositions. And these are flowers, roses my husband gave me. And this was, I'm pretty sure I did all this in a video, but again, just practicing that penmanship, as we called it in grade school, the lettering. So that's just a little bit of something there. So anyway, back to, oh, somebody's here. Shannon. Hi, Shannon. Poor Woman's Midori. Yeah, I am live. I did it. I'm live, and I want to tell you, if you want to do this, I'm using Wirecast and my phone. So let me just show you what this is all about. I think I sort of began to show you what this is. Shannon, do you know what this thing's called? You are always up on every single thing. So she might know what this is. You might know what this is called, actually. I think it's called... Never mind. Anyway, this is a piece of paste paper from quite some time ago. And this was a textile print. I used to use... I haven't made paste paper in a while, but I used to use textiles to print. I think this is probably something I found at a yard sale textile, probably one of those crocheted things. And you can use, to bind this, I liked this, but it felt a little flimsy, so I thought I'd add another page here to the front cover, and just a little bit more complexity to this front cover. And I think I'll just, it feels a little heavy, so I wound up, and I think, I'm trying to use this brown tape, but I don't want it to be brown, really. So I put some pigment ink across it, and I'm seeing, and this is that postage tape that you have to lick, or I guess you could use a sponge. Anyway, I was going to stamp on that because I'm kind of thinking stamps. It's still pretty wet though, so excuse me. So you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm just going to pull a big hunk of this. And the reason I want to do stamps is I was actually starting to do a follow-up video to the video I'm putting out on Wednesday. And that's just a big piece of that masking tape. It's nothing. And that is, you know, using your stamp. So let me grab some ink pads. I'm going to grab some dye ink pads. Oh wait, do I have some right here? Sorry for all this sniffling and scratchy voice. My allergies are like super horrendous right now. It's raining and yucky, so whatever. Let's make a nice red flower. Let's see how this works. This is these archival. I really like these inks. Ranger archival inks. I also like a lot the Hero Arts inks, and there's just tons of dye inks out there. See? That's cute, right? I'm going to go off and just make a length of, I have some white tape. Oh, I'll leave it be. This is just supposed to be a test, right? Oops. See if there's any. Oh, Christy, hi, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Hi, Christy. My voice sounds fine. Thank you. How cool would it be for the three of us to do some kind of live stream together? That would be fun, Shannon. Okay. Okay. Anyway, here, I've stamped off some of that. I need some more tea. I also probably need a tissue, but I won't I won't do that to you guys. Oh. I still have my pot of tea from this morning. I'm still swigging. Anywho, okay, let's go. So, these are all... Ooh, that could be cool. Let's try that. These are all stamps that I've made. And this is kind of a long one. And one thing to caution, one word of caution with long stamps, I can't find the other half of that. Oh, there it is that long ones can break. I can super glue that back together, and the reason I do like to make long stamps is because you can bend them, and that's why it broke. But you can still bend. This you can't bend. You can bend it a little bit. Anyway, let me stop my rambling. So I guess the point of this is that I used to make these little books a long time ago, and if any of you are book artists and remember Shireen LaPlante, I can't think of it, is that a cover-to-cover artist? She's just, oh God, she's a hugely influential book artist. And she made books like this along with Hetty, somebody, can't think. Oh, look there's more people coming. Kim. Hi, Kim. Hi, Kim. Hi, I'm so excited. Oh. Anyway, so Hetty, Kyle. Anyway, I'll put it down. I'll try to remember. Anyway, so here's some. Let me get some more. What color? What color? Oh, cover to cover, yeah. Okay, so I DJ Pettit. Why is that name so familiar? Can't think. This is yellow. I don't know how well yellow is going to show up on this, but let's go for it. Oh, that's getting really cute. If I say so myself. Okay, so I'm going to have to let this dry. These don't take long to dry, these dye inks, but they take a little bit. So, by the way, this is one of those absorber cloths for your car. These are great for cleaning off supplies, especially this kind of stuff. So, I'm just going to set this aside. Gee, I almost want to see if it'll... Anyway, okay, I set that aside. Let's see how this piece is doing. It's drying. It's dry. So areas are dry. And that was this Stampin' Up! White, Whisper White, whatever. DJ Pettit does soft, lovely plaster and fabric books. Ooh, I will have to look that up. Her name is really familiar to me. So I'll have to go look at that, see what's... Yeah, DJ Pettit. There's so many grand bookmakers out there, and back about 30 to 40 years ago, I'm giving my age away here, but that's all right. There was a lot of really wonderful, amazing experimental book binding going on. So, let me say, well, it's not really dry, but it's dry enough. And Hetty Kyle was and continues to be so influential. And Shireen, and unfortunately Shireen died a few years back, and she's a great loss. There's tons of really great people out there. So all I did was cut off a piece of that. I probably should have let it dry a little more. And I'm just going to lay that. Make sure you don't get, of course, make sure you don't get tape to the top, past the top, because then it won't, this is just working as a hinge here. And so, there you go. So that gives me another place to decorate. And it gives me some more structure. Now, I'm going to put another piece here, and this just happens to be something I just found in my box. It has a little pocket in there, so you know. And I think it was Shireen who said, if there's a pocket or a flap, there better be something in it to make it worth their while. So there will be stuff in here. And just going to go ahead and hinge that across the back now. And I had my doubts about, I don't know, this feels precious, like, oh, this is going to have to be the cover of the book, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so I have a ton, let me say this. I have a ton of tags, and a lot of them are even, like, done. There's a nice tag. A little big, but you know what? Could be cool. It's a nice color. And it's got a stamp on it, this stamp. And it's probably got, it's like just background stamping, which is nice. And so let's see. So that goes in like that, but that could have a fold. And then, of course, I would need something to, let me just see if anybody else is here. I've never hand carved stamps. Oh, Christy, yeah, I have if you're interested, I have a couple of YouTube videos about it. I'm really excited. Thank you for coming here. I was pretty sure that I would be alone here, but that would be okay with me. And so if there's a hole in it, if there's a hole here, now I've got another little book. Look at that. Let me see. So now I've got another little book here. Let me see. Ooh, that could be fun. That could be fun. Okay, so you could see how a person could go on forever just doing this kind of stuff. And that could be a problem because and you know what is really fun is peekaboo. Peekaboo is really fun. So I could just bind that with my stapler. I have this really nifty die cut that, I think it's a Tim Holtz die cut, that makes tags, and for some reason I really like tags. Does anybody else really love tags? What is it about tags? Oh, Shireen is the reason. Oh, Tracy was, sorry. Shireen's the reason Shannon makes books. Yeah, me too. Cheryl Kahn. I'll have to look. I'm looking forward to, yeah, Blast from the Past, the Shireen LaPlante. Oh my God, it just makes me want to cry. And Hetty Kyle, who is the other book artist I'm referring to, she does not write, she does teach. I've never been able to get in a class with her. She taught at University of the Arts, which is here in Philadelphia, and I actually started school there. When I started out in design, but I've tried to get into Hetty Kyle class, but they just never fill. Let's see, will that work? No, I'm going to have to do another kind of binding here. Yeah. Okay, cool. Rubber band binding. I could just wrap a piece of something or other around it. But this is that. There we go, all bound. And there's another book for another pocket. Okay. Now then, just to, I mean, I don't think, I wanted to talk to you about these stamps that I am using here. These are from Donna Downey Studios, and they're really, she has some really nice stamps. Enjoy the Journey, that's from a Tim Holtz. And a lot of these things are just die cuts and stuff. So here we go. This back of this book still feels pretty flimsy to me, and although it's getting nice and chunky, so I really definitely need some more reinforcement. I got this beautiful card, but I think it's, thank you, Jenny. I got this gorgeous card in the mail, but I don't think, it feels more autumn, so, you know. I'll figure something out. But listen, that's all I'm going to do for today. I'm going to go. This was just a test, and I'm going to have a video coming on Wednesday about stamp carving. If you're interested in, what did I just throw on the floor? If you're interested in that. I was going to do jelly printing this week, but wound up, I don't know what I'm going to do this week. I had kind of a bad week last week, and I'm pretty tired this week, and not completely over all this surgery stuff. So I still have a little bit of that anesthesia brain. I don't know if you guys ever get that, have had that, but anyway. So I'm just going to do a little bit more stamping here, and I'll probably show it over on the blog. And thanks for coming, even 3 people. It was really, really nice. And I don't know. Cheryl Kahn, just flipping through back here. Kim, it's nice to have you here. It's so nice to have you here. So thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you soon, I hope. Bye. No, I don't know how to quit live streaming. How do you quit live streaming? Oh, God. Yeah. Pause now. Okay. I think I stopped my phone. All right, see you guys. I think that must be how I do it.